What's cracking, everybody? It's Scuba Steve here with Kraken Aquatics, and I want to show you how to pre-treat your mask. A lot of people think they can go to the store, buy a mask, put it on their face, jump in the water, and they'll be good to go. But that's not the case. No, in fact, we have to do what's called pre-treatment. Pre-treatment is the process where we clean off the material and get it prepared for an anti-fog agent that's going to help with keeping your lenses free from fog when you're swimming or diving. So how are we going to do that today? There's a few options, but we're only going to show one, and it's actually found when you buy a dive mask on krakenaquatics.com or on the Kraken shop at Amazon. When you purchase that mask, it comes with inside instructions on how to pre-treat. We're actually going to do this option today. All you're going to need, your mask or your goggles, some fresh water, no salt water, a soft or microfiber towel, non-mint, non-abrasive toothpaste, and an anti-fog agent of your choice. So, pre-treatment instructions. It's important to pre-treat your new mask in order to minimize fogging. Make sure to follow these steps before using it. And then it gives you 5 steps on how to pre-treat your mask. So we'll do steps 1 through 5, and I'll show you now how that looks. So the first thing, make sure your mask is dry. Once you have a dry mask, so just a thimble amount of white toothpaste that is not gritty, that's not minty, and it's not gel. Now, you can place the toothpaste on the lens, or you can do it by finger. Make sure your fingers are clean before doing this. And you just want to apply gently in a circular fashion on the lens. When you finish one lens, move on to the next lens. You don't want to bear down, so you're doing this kind of light. We're going to do the other 3 parts of the lens. So toothpaste has been applied to all 4 pieces of the lens. Now you want to rinse with fresh water to get all of this off. Now you'll notice that I got some in like the crevices where it meets with the silicone. Okay, and that's fine. If you cannot rinse it out gently, you don't want to try to scratch it out. Just use a corner of your towel. You can dampen it and you can get it out just as easy. Why don't we use mint toothpaste? The mint has nothing to do with being rough on the goggle, on the mask. The mint is actually an irritant to the eye. So if you were to clean your goggles or your dive mask with mint toothpaste, you may risk the possibility of burning your eyes when you're underwater. It irritates it. I've done it before, and you're just having to constantly blink to lubricate your eyes while you're underwater, and it just doesn't really make for a fun time. So that's why we specify use a white, non-gritty, non-gel, non-minty toothpaste, and there's plenty of them out there. I'm using one right now. All right, so that step is complete. We've rinsed off our mask. Once you've rinsed off your mask or your goggle, you want to dry it off completely. So we've dried off our mask. Now, one way to ensure that you're pre-treating your mask is by simply blowing hot air onto the inside of your lens, like so. Notice it's not all fogged up. Some of it is. This side's a little less than this side. So what does that mean? We're going to repeat the steps multiple times. Okay? Do the exact same thing that we just instructed you to do. After that, you'll start noticing less and less fog buildup when you do. When that happens and you don't see any fog, it's time to apply anti-fog agent to all 4 pieces of your lens, rinse that out, and then enjoy your dive. All right, so that's number 2, that I've done the treatment and that I've rinsed it off. So it's getting less and less. We're gonna do this 4 more times, and then we'll come back together. All right, so we just finished our final pre-treatment process. Now, pretty clear. So now we're going to apply our anti-fog agent. Now, I'm going with a spray, but again, there's different anti-fog rubs, sprays, or even baby shampoo. Baby shampoo is a great one because it's easy on your eyes. Or if you don't have any of those and you need to come up for not only air, but because you're starting to fog again on your dive, just spit in your mask. You can just spit in your mask and you will be fine. But for the sake of sanitation, we're going to use some AntiFog. So now with AntiFog, I've sprayed all 4 areas of the lens, and you're going to rub this in also the same way you did with the toothpaste. And once you have rubbed in your AntiFog agent, you want to give it a quick rinse off, and then you should be ready to enjoy your dive without much, if any, fogging. So I just finished the AntiFog, I rinsed it off, and usually it fogs up pretty quick. I'm breathing in it. And other than just being a little wet, it doesn't seem to be really fogging up. So that's it. Pretty simple steps. On the 5th step, that step is repeating steps 1 through 4. And then on the final stage, once you've noticed that the pre-treatment has taken effect, you want to go ahead and put on that AntiFog agent, whichever you choose. It could be baby shampoo, an actual AntiFog spray or rub that you buy, or it could be your own saliva. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all social media outlets, and do not forget to go to our website. I'm SCUBA Steve with Kraken Aquatics. See you next time.